Jed. You could say he was a crazy loser.
Crazy loser? Yeah.
It's close to trigger.
Check.
One.
On the green light. Good morning. Please stand and join us in singing We're Unity. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Stuart. Welcome into our sanctuary, and welcome to all of those who are online and in our sanctuary that way. Let's see who is online this morning. Once again, I'm having issue. Oh, no, there we go. We have Hope and Barb and Jen, and we have our board president, Linda, and John Hart, and they're on their way driving home from, they're in Noonan, Georgia. We also have Allison from Pátzcuaro, Mexico. Say again? Pátzcuaro from Mexico. And we have Carol, Coral actually. Hi, Coral. Good morning. And we have Randy. Hey, Randy. And Janet. Glad to see you. Jerry in the booth. We have Ann. Hey, Ann. Welcome. Glad you're here. We have Suzanne. And we have my daughter Taryn from Germany. Good morning, sweetie. I love you. And good morning, May and Zeke. Yaya loves you. That's if they're watching. And good morning to everybody on YouTube. And that's usually Lana and Jessica and Phil and Pam and Ellen and Ann. So welcome, everybody. So glad you're here. As always, we have with us our Joyful Noise Band and Choir. And our special music today features Jen Erickson. All right. And welcome to first timers. If you are here in the sanctuary for the first time and you would like a welcome packet, would you please raise your hand so Ricky can see you if you would like a welcome packet? Very good. There's one right there. Anybody else? And here's one right here. Wonderful. Welcome. Glad you all are here. For those of you who are online, and if you would like a welcome packet, make my day. And email admin at Unity of Stuart, and Eva will be delighted to send you a welcome packet. So in that welcome packet, there are various things. There is information about our Unity movement and information about our Unity community. There is an information form in there. If you fill it out and take it to the podium after service, Bobby will be delighted to give you a gift. And what that form does, it puts you, unless you specifically request it, there's a check mark on there, it puts you on our email newsletter list, which comes out once a week. And I also send out a weekly blog that synthesizes the Sunday lesson. And so that's 2 emails a week if you sign up with us. And what else is in there? There is a prayer request / intention form. If you take that, fill it out, and put it out in our prayer box, our prayer chaplains will hold you in prayer here. And we also send off your prayer to Silent Unity at our mothership outside of Kansas City. And Silent Unity is a 24-hour prayer ministry, and they will hold you your prayer in prayer there as well. If you haven't raised your hand, or you would just like a welcome packet, if you haven't had one in a while, or if you want to share one with a friend or someone, please feel free to take a welcome packet or 2 on your way out. Most importantly, we'd like you to know that Unity of Stuart is a welcoming, affirming, practical path of spirituality. Everyone is welcome here, no exceptions. And not only is everyone welcome, you honor us with your presence. So thank you for being here. And here we have our prayer chaplains. And today's prayer chaplain on sacred duty is Laurie Michaud. And Laurie Michaud will be here in the sanctuary after the service. If you would like some personal prayer, if you have a joy, a challenge, anything at all, Laurie will be honored to pray with you and to hold your prayer in the highest confidence. And you can tell who our prayer chaplains are because they will be hanging out in our sanctuary with a white stole on. And that's that. And for everyone who is online, if you would like us to hold you in prayer here at Unity of Stuart, you can send us an email at prayer@unityofstuart.org. And you can also call Silent Unity Prayer Line at that number right there. Onward. Connected Souls Band's Coffee House concert is coming up. That is Friday night. And that is at, doors open at 6:30, music's at 7 p.m. We suggest a $10 love offering, and no one is turned away. We have goodies. We usually have some baked goods to share in the kitchen, so come and join us. This is a concert that happens in our church, but it's not church music. So come and join us for that. Rena, you got anything?
We are so excited. We have such an eclectic mix. John Legend. I'll be singing a song by John Legend.
Which one?
All of Me.
Oh, good one.
Featuring Dr. Rick, who couldn't be here this morning, on piano, and we were talking this morning about Jen doing a Bob Dylan song about Reuben Hurricane Carter, if you know that story. If you don't, look it up before you get here. It's a really
Meaningful.
Meaningful. That's a good word.
Yeah.
Meaningful story.
Yeah.
So we're very excited, and Don's going to
I'm
be
doing
featured
You
again.
Too.
You too.
You too? What song?
That's a surprise.
Okay.
We're only going to tell you so much
You
ahead
have
of
to show
time.
up. All right, so that's this Friday night. And then on November 4th, it's our karaoke night. And so come and sing your favorite song, and you see the suggested donation, and that will be KJ'd by Rose Peterson. So come and join in a karaoke night. You can sing or just sit in the audience and enjoy, but come and sing, would you? And so that's karaoke night on November 4th. And finally, I know that there's a lot of information on that slide, but we usually do, every year I do a remembrance service. And I have, up until now, I've been doing that on a separate night during the week. And quite frankly, it's not really well attended. So I thought we'd try it on a Sunday. And so on Sunday, November 5th, we'll be looking at Unity's teachings about death, and we'll get the opportunity to honor and celebrate loved ones who have made their transition back to spirit. You are invited to send me a picture of a loved one you'd like to celebrate, and I'll run that role before service starts. And so I invite you to send me a picture of someone you'd like to remember in that service, and come and join us on November 5th. And look at those people. Those are the folks who showed up yesterday to spruce out the outside, to clean and do windows, and that's all on Rose and Kathy. Is Kathy in the service today? Kathy here? Oh, there you are. And so let me tell you who that is. That's Ray Rice, that's Kathy Neer, that's Rita Gilbert, that's me, and that's Peter Keelan, that's Rose Peterson, and Don Rowell showed up yesterday to spruce up the patio. So thank you, everybody. Thank you. And we were small but mighty. All right. So I'd like you to know that we don't go through all the announcements from the platform, so please check out the bulletin, the newsletter, and the information table, and of course you can always ask if there's something that you're missing and you'd like to know. We'd also like you to know that the weekly attendance and the income and expenses are in our weekly newsletter and on the bulletin board in the kitchen. And there is some expenses on the back, just the income and expense on the back of the bulletin, on some of the bulletins now. Next month it'll be on all of them. All right. Out of the speeding through announcements and into sacred rest, sacred connection. And as I invite you to join me today as we dedicate this service to deepening our commitment to bless and to be a blessing. Today I bless everything and everyone. Today let us give our blessing to everything and everyone, people, events, circumstances. Let us bless our surroundings, our family, our friends, even our perceived enemies. A blessing may be audible or silent, but the important thing is that we feel the power of the blessing as we give it. Our co-founder Charles Fillmore says that to bless means to invoke good upon, to call forth the action of the divine. We call forth that action every time we recognize divine presence, power, and activity. If we would bless another person, we must recognize that the Spirit of God lives in them, that it is in their highest nature they are one in God. Events and circumstances receive our blessing when we recognize that regardless of appearances, God or good is there. When we can see the good in spite of apparent negation, we call that good forth. As we bless everything and everyone today, we will not only call forth the action of the divine, but we ourselves will also be blessed. And let's take a deep breath. And I invite you right now to just raise your vibration of blessing and bless those that are next to you, that are in front of you, that are behind you. And let that blessing reach out beyond the sanctuary to bless all. We are blessed and we are blessing. And so it is. Amen. And let's affirm our affirmation together. Today, I bless everyone and everything. So once again, we bring into our awareness all that needs blessing, and that means just every single solitary person and thing on our planet. And once more, let us affirm together. Today, I bless everyone and everything. And so it is. Amen. And let's prepare for meditation as we sing. I invite us to be here now. And when I say let's be here now, I mean let us take our attention out of our thinking mind and bring it into our heart. And activate love, activate gratitude. And I invite us to take at least three deep conscious breaths, which helps us activate all of those blessings. Dropping our shoulders. Releasing any tension in the body. And making sure we're in our heart space right here and now. Release any judgments, any concerns, anything that seems too big. Just lay it down. Surrender, turn it over to Spirit. And trust. Trust in the mystery that we call God. Another deep breath, if you will. And I invite you to allow your breathing to just settle into its natural state. And I invite you to allow the words you hear to become the words of your own mind and heart this morning. In this holy place, in this sacred time of connection with Spirit, I open a pathway to oneness, to divine love, and allow that pathway just to move in and through me, activating blessing. And I bless myself and every single cell in my body. And as I allow this blessing to move through me, I know that every cell, every muscle, every tissue is aligning with wholeness in all areas of my life. I am blessed. And I breathe into blessing. We may wish to just repeat that. I am blessed. I am blessed. And as I know this for myself, I also know it for everyone in my mind and in my heart as I send a blessing out. I open my heart and send a blessing. And I allow and I intend that this blessing goes around our planet, bringing peace, prosperity, love and compassion, clarity and wisdom. This is how I bless our world. I am blessed, and I am a blessing. I am blessed, and I am a blessing. In the quiet. And I invite you into another deep breath, if you will. Feeling the stillness, feeling a shift, a transformation. And when you're ready, I invite you to bring into your awareness all of those who are on our prayer list here at Unity of Stuart, seeing each touched by blessing. And all of those in our minds and hearts this morning, seeing each touched in blessing. And I invite you to speak those names out into this holy space so that the vibration moves through this room. And turning all of this over into the care and keeping of the one I invite you to join me in praying this in the name, in the nature, in the light, in the love of the indwelling God consciousness. And so it is. Amen. And let's sing.
Technical difficulties with my guitar this morning, so I'm going to play Reenies. It happens.
It's a nice guitar.
It is a nice guitar. Same brand as mine. All right. Yes. Not what you haven't got. Thoughts can keep you up at night. They'll drive you to the brink. Thoughts will make you crazy. Don't believe all that you think. If you want to be happy, if you want to be happy, be careful what you say. Resist the urge to criticize when things don't go your way. Can't make yourself feel better putting other people down. Remember words that hurt you when they come back around. If control. Take your hands off the wheel, let the dice roll. When you give up competition, there can be no power play. Trust the mystery and let the chips fall where they may.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Joyful Noise. Speaking of blessings. Speaking of blessings. One of the verses in that song is, if you want to be happy, you got to give up control. Take your hands off the wheel, let the dice roll. So I just want to change that word dice and let the Christ roll. And by that I mean Christ consciousness. Let the Christ consciousness roll. When you give up competition, there isn't any power play. Trust the mystery and let the chips fall where they may. So that's about changing perception, yeah? That's about changing the perception from I've got to be in control of everything to trusting the mystery. When I first became aware that I had the power to change my life by changing my perceptions, which is the first practice this week, it was a huge eye-opener. You mean I have power here? I have power. I can step out of victimhood and I can grasp onto this divine power, this power that lives, moves, and has its being as me. When I finally understood what God was, that which we call God, when I finally understood about the divine mystery, the divine infinite, that it is something that I can enliven, access in me, and grow that. That was a huge switch in perception for me. If I could understand that, if I could understand, I could detach from expectation, I would be a way happier person. If I could let go of all of these rigid expectations that I had, well, if I do this and I expect this, right? If I do that, then I expect that. And the second one that we're talking about today is blessing, obviously. Blessing everyone. I'm still working on that one. I'm working on it all, and I'm working on that one. That continues to be a challenge for me, to bless everyone that I love and like. Well, I had this prayer when I was a kid, just occurred to me, when I was growing up in the Catholic tradition. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Join me. But wait, no, this is a new one now. This is what I would. God bless everyone I love and like. This is literally what I said every night for a year. And God bless everyone who loves and likes me. That's because I made it up. I made it up because even being 7 years old, I thought, well, I'm not going to bless the people that I don't like. And I'm not going to bless the people that don't like me. They don't deserve a blessing. I'm still working on it. It's getting easier. It's getting incrementally easier for me to bless that which I don't agree with. Maybe that's the same for you. So for me, it's a matter of trust, is trusting the mystery, right? Trusting the mystery. How it would be for us if we could trust in grace, trust in the mystery. How would it be if we always knew we were held in the metaphorical hands of grace? What would change from this moment forward in your life? If that idea, and even beyond that idea, that experience was something that we have right here and now, we're held in the hands of grace, and we're never not. We're never not. We just forget that we are. Amen? So what would change if we didn't forget? So you have arrived here in the 4th week in our 5-week series based on the book, The Zen Commandments by Dean Slider. And this week our chapter headings are No Appointment, No Disappointment, and Bless Everyone. So simply put, the ideas are simple. If we have no appointments, we have no disappointments. If we have no expectations, we have no disappointment. And if we bless everyone, we remove judgment from our lives. So take those two ideas and weave them together, and we have 2 more practices for a more fulfilling life. What the author says, suggestions for a life of inner freedom. So, I have a strong suggestion for you this morning that will guarantee it, that will change your outlook. If you can comfortably move, I invite you to get up, stand up when I count to 3. I just already saw somebody roll their eyes. All right? I invite everyone to stand up and find a different seat in an entirely different place, except for the music team, of course. Oh, no, you can go like over this side on the first row if you want. Wherever you know what? Do whatever you want. Okay, 1, 2, 3. If you're at home, get off your bed, sit somewhere else. Get off your couch. Linda and John, keep driving. All right. How's everyone doing? So this is a rhetorical question. I'm not asking you to raise your hand. Who was annoyed? Oh, we have somebody raising their hand. All right. So, right? How is this like life, though? How is it like life? You show up with an expectation, and when somebody doesn't meet that expectation, or they ask you to take a different outlook, we can be disappointed because it's not how we expected it to go. I expect to come in. Hi. Pam is in my seat, so if I call you up here to speak, you have to be ready. If we let go of expectations, right? If we let go of a plan that's not quite working out, we touch a little bit more freedom in our lives. Because when we know that we're forever held in grace, what does it matter? Whatever is in front is for us. Whatever is in front of us is for us when we know that in every moment we're swimming in grace and swimming in blessing. And that is not to say that we are not going to be disappointed in our lives, human condition and all that. We are going to be disappointed in life. And can we stand in the midst of that and know that there's a blessing here? And know that it's for us. That this too is about my good. Well, every time something happens, we can say, well, I'm held in the vibration of grace. I'm held in the hands of grace. I trust the mystery. I surrender to it, even though I don't like it one bit. So I invite you to close your eyes for a moment. You're not going anywhere. Close your eyes for a moment and listen to an affirmation and see. I'll affirm it twice. See if you can grasp this, if you can try this on. In the infinity of life, where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I am one with the power that created me. I am divinely protected and guided, and I surrender to that power. Take a deep breath. And once more, I invite you to hear this affirmation. In the infinity of life, where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I am one with the power that created me. I am divinely protected and guided, and I surrender to that power. Deep breath, if you will. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes. How is that? Is that a shift, perhaps? A little bit, maybe? So I want to talk about the word surrender for a moment. And not surrender to become a doormat. Not surrender to give up your beliefs. However, it is a surrender to the mystery. What does that look like in the context of trusting the mystery? Think for a moment, contemplate what would a free, open, progressive spiritual surrender look like in your life right now? And what would it take to absolutely to surrender to that mystery? Scripture tells us that when Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane, before the soldiers came to arrest him, he was praying and asking God to take this experience away from him. He was saying, I don't want to do this. Take this cup away from me. However, he said, but your will be done, not mine. Not the human will, but God's will. I've contemplated the idea of will time and again over the course of my spiritual journey. What is divine will and what is my will? And so I have another thing for you to contemplate this morning. Is it possible to try on the thought that there aren't two conflicting wills? That our will is plugged into divine will. And how does our will get plugged into divine will? By seeking first the kingdom before we seek anything else. And what I mean when I say seek first the kingdom, it's seek first that connection with Spirit. Seek first God consciousness, Christ consciousness, Buddha nature, whatever you call it. Seek that first. And when we seek that first, guess what? Our will is that. When we tap in to divine will, it's all the same. So do I want to surrender to that power? Do you want to set up this practice where before any large decision is made or any small decision is made, you sink into the silence. You rest in spiritual gravity and let God be God in you. What does that look like? Then we can always be sure that the two wills are the same. That's the practice. Do I want to surrender to that power and presence? Perhaps even when something comes through that I don't really want to do? So do I want to surrender to that flow, that vibration? Or do I want to be in this place of the pushing and pulling of my ego, of separation, and pain and suffering a lot of the times, yes? Come from that pushing and pulling and diving into the flow of mystery. You know, when I think of an appointment, you know, in my position and probably in your life and your position too, I make a fair amount of appointments, right? We all make a fair, whether it's medical appointments, whether it's appointments to have a meeting, whether it's appointments to have a lunch with a friend or go to the movies or have dinner, whatever it is, we make appointments. We restrict something to a time and a place. And then we get fixated on ideas of what comes next. So even as I stand here and teach, I'm fixated on this appointment that I have every Sunday with all y'all. Right? I'm fixated on this appointment. And I'm hoping that the words I speak are uplifting and inspiring. As a matter of fact, I haven't had this dream in a while. I have a recurring dream that I'm up here speaking on a Sunday and something will happen to disturb the service. Like I've had dreams where a marching band has come through the room. And I'm trying to talk and be inspiring and uplifting and I can't be heard. Right? Or something else where somebody all of a sudden, oh, I'm supposed to be here now. You can't be here. And sometimes it's before the love offering, and I get caught up in that. Oh, my God, we're not going to be able to do a love offering. So those things come up in my dreams, and perhaps in yours, because of expectation, right? Because of something getting interrupted that is important to us, yes? And there have been more than one Sundays in my time teaching that I haven't felt like I've done a particularly good job, that maybe I wasn't close to my lesson, or that I didn't allow Spirit to come through. And I think, oh, I wasn't on today. But does that mean I don't make the appointment? No, it doesn't mean I don't make the appointment. What it means for me in those instances where I'm feeling disappointment with myself is that I trust that something that I've said or something that somebody else has said to you or the music has inspired and uplifted you. So I recognize that it's not all on me, that we co-create this space of inspiration and upliftment. So I trust that. I trust that. So, but expectations are deeply ingrained in the human experience, and we are called to trust the boundless potential of each moment. Have you ever practiced having no expectations? Yes, some people say yes. It's a challenge. We plan, and we anticipate the future. Even when we say goodbye to someone, we expect, mostly, that we'll see them again. Yes? So how would it live? How would you live if you knew that wasn't true all the time? That sometimes when you say goodbye to someone, that you will not see them again. How would your life change? Even in practices like meditation and visioning, we have expectations of what that's going to be like for us. However, when we sit in meditation or in visioning, it's not about fixing our desires in concrete, right? We set an intention, and we release the attachment to that intention or to that desire. When we do that, we talked about this in a group I'm in during the week. Somebody mentioned something that I've taught for years and I practice. This or something better. This or something better. This is what I desire, and I'm turning it over. This or something better. That's releasing expectation with everything. And when we can practice that, we get incrementally better, happier, more loving, more compassionate, more peaceful, more skillful. And we let go of judgment. Because the real issue is not attachment in itself, but it's attachment to the outcome. Right? It's attachment to the outcome. As those of us who have experienced long marriages that have dissolved, there is still blessing there, right? The expectation when I got married was that I was going to be married forever. And when that didn't turn out to be the case, I was able to still see the blessing in that relationship. No relationship, no time is ever truly wasted. In his book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, Deepak Chopra says this: relinquish your attachment to the known. Step into the unknown, and you will step into the field of all possibilities. This or something better. Are you willing to give up your attachment to results so that you can be opened up to the infinite field of possibility? If we don't build our world on expectations, our inner world won't collapse when those expectations aren't met. This isn't resignation, it's liberation, it's freedom. It's opening up to the amazing possibilities that are out there that we can't see a lot of the times, that we can't know, that we can't even dream of. Slatter goes on to talk about how when we do that, we become blissfully ignorant about what will happen next. Blissfully ignorant. Rather than feeling catastrophically disappointed at every turn in our life, how about that, being blissfully ignorant? 3 most powerful words in the English language: I don't know. I don't know. It's a beautiful surrender. I don't know is a beautiful surrender. It's a holy one. Not one that doesn't have any desires, but it's one that knows we don't know everything. That there are possibilities out there that we don't know of. Instead of trying to control form and matter all the time, hitting our heads against the wall over and over again, we're free. Slater says that when we master this, we will no longer be distracted by the coming attractions, because we stop missing the main feature if we're stuck in attachment to a certain thing. We miss the moment of infinite possibility. So if we really want to free our minds, we have to look past what our minds think. I've talked about this in the last series. Don't believe everything you think. Would you agree that one of our goals here in spiritual community is to love people the way that Jesus did? Right? We see Jesus the Christ as our way shower, as our great example, and he is a great example of loving without limits, of loving without boundary, without judgment. Father Gregory Boyle, I've talked about him, but it's been years. He founded Homeboy Industries in Los Angeles, and he has worked with gang members, rehabilitation, and putting them to work since 1988. And he says this: look at people and stand in awe of what they have to carry, instead of standing in judgment of how they carry it. Look at people and stand in awe of what they have to carry, instead of standing in judgment in how they carry it. What would that be like? So we can start right now with blessing others, especially when we have a judgment about them. Bless others. Bless each moment. We have this incredible power to bless. The power to create blessing, to invoke blessing, and to not lock anything or anyone out of our hearts. We do that when we're locked into a cage of preconceived notions, yes? We're right. I'm right about this. Right? I'm righteously right about this. So what I call us into is rather than clenching, we practice release. Whenever we feel ourselves clenching in judgment or in expectation, practice release. Deep breath. I let go of this. I let go of this. Rather than judging, we bless. Appointments are not here to disappoint us. Everything is a divine appointment. If we take every appointment and we shift it, trading appointments and disappointments for everything being a divine appointment, we have that freedom. When we take our spiritual practice and we use it in a great letting go, we trade attachments for intentions, and we release all other expectations for one simple expectation in life: to be blessed and to be a blessing. I claim this truth for each and every one of us. Namaste. We have some other people watching online. Let's see who's there. We have Kate. Good morning, Kate. Eva. Hi, Eva. How are you? Cheryl. Cheryl sends love to Jen and the band. And let's see. Sharon is watching. Jackie is watching. Hey, Jackie, come to church, for crying out loud. We miss you. All right. And Ellen and Betty. Everybody come to church. We miss you all, if you can. All right, this is the time for our celebration of our love offering, a celebration of abundance. And here are the ways you can contribute to global awakening. Jerry, I think my mic is a little hot all of a sudden. So you can see that online, and for those of you online, you can. Those links are in the comments. Most important, thank you everybody for your love offerings, your gifts, your tithes, your treasure, the tithes of your time, talent, and treasure. Because of you, we are here. Let's affirm our prosperity prayer and our love offering blessing together. In a universe overflowing with the allness of God, all the needs of unity of Stuart and those we serve are instantly, constantly, and bountifully met. From every direction, known and unknown, expected and unexpected, our abundant good comes to us now. We are grateful. And our love offering blessing together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give and receive always in love. Let's sing about gratitude.
Situation, time
Okay, a couple more announcements. I am facilitating an intro to meditation class, November 12th. That's after service, 12:15 to 2:15. Meditation is simpler than you think, especially if you're not a meditator. Come and join. We'll talk about what meditation is and isn't, and we'll practice some simple techniques. And then raise your voice in joyful song in our Christmas choir. If you like to sing, and I know some of you do, come and join us beginning on November 7th at 6:20. I keep wanting to change that to 6:15, but I think we're going to change it to 6:15 because that 6:20 just bugs me. So 6:15 on November.
That only gives 15 minutes of practice time.
Look and sit and watch. Yeah, 6:15. It'll be easier to remember, won't it? All right, so this is for our Christmas Eve candle lighting service, which I'm going to tell you every day, every Sunday. Until then, it's not in the nighttime. It's not in the evening this year. Because Christmas Eve is on a Sunday, we have decided to do the service at the Sunday 10:30 service. So no evening service this year, same for New Year's Eve. If you'd like to be in the Christmas choir, please sign up on the information table. And so Sandy knows how much Christmas music to bring on November 7th. Thank you, Sandy. And that is it. Do we have kiddos out there?
Potatoes.
Oh, yes. They're going to come in and tell us all about the bacon in a minute. Let's see. Bobby? Oh, Eva's going. Thank you, Eva. So when Jen comes in, we're going to appreciate her. And the teachers, actually. The International, I don't know if it's international, National Sunday School Teachers Day was October 20th, and Jen was away last week. So we're going to just give her a few fun things to appreciate her. How are we doing, Eva? All right, good. In a minute? Anybody got anything they'd like to share? I know that's a dangerous question to a room full of people. So just want to remind you all about Coffee House this Friday night. Come and join. And if you want to get a look at the September Coffee House, you can sign up on the information table. And for a love offering of any amount, you send me that, then a link will be sent out to you. Put your email address on there, and I'll make sure you get the email.
Maybe we should just start playing.
All right, let's sing. Let's stand. Please be seated for a moment. Hi. What do you got there, Hunter? All right. Who are we appreciating? Everybody? Yes, we appreciate. That's really fitting, isn't it?
Hunter,
because
what does that
today we're appreciating our Sunday guides. So we appreciate Cadence. Who else is in the? Is anybody else in the room that hangs out with the kids on Sunday? All right. Okay, Sonia, stand up so people can see you. All right. And if you are interested in being a Sunday guide, you can see Jen. And now, more to the point, I let everybody know that October 20th was Sunday School Teacher Appreciation Day, and you weren't here that Sunday. So we have a certificate of appreciation that just recognizes you, Jen, for your years. How many years have you been here? Over 6 years as our Youth and Family Ministry Director. I want to give you this gift and this card and just tell you how much we appreciate you. And this has to be changed. So thank you so much. Thank you. All right, and now let's hear what the kids have to say. The Unitine Youth Retreat, was anybody? Nobody was here. Okay, but Lydia went. Lydia's the only one that went, right? Yep. Okay. Right, Lydia. And so there are some pictures. And this is what, when we fundraise for the kiddos, this is part of the reason why, so they can go to these retreats and be with other like-minded kiddos who are learning the same theology that they are. And then, Jen.
So next week, the youth is going to have a masquerade. It's kind of our version of Halloween / fall / whatever. So we're going to do a masquerade, and if anyone would like to donate some treats, donuts, chips, anything along those lines, bring them and drop them off in the classroom. All help is welcome and appreciated. And yeah, thank you.
Next.
And please support our baked potato bar. I'm sure you smell some yummy things cooking. And like Jude said, that money goes directly to support the youth programs and the amazing things that we do with them.
All right.
Thank you.
Let us stand as we appreciate our kiddos. We love you.
We bless you. We truly, truly appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you.
And let us close our service today with the prayer for protection and the peace song. Please be mindful of those who may not wish to hold hands, and let us pray. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is. I am divine. Let's sing.
Take it away, Dawn.